Alright everybody, welcome to another video. You know of course who I am by this point. I am Dat Hippie, and today we are doing something completely different. I'm going to be taking two of my favorite characters of all time, giving you facts about each of them, and then I want you guys to leave a comment below in the comment section telling me who you think would win between these two characters. And today we have Dante from the DMC reboot. I like him better. So you got Dante versus Venom. And I'm going to give you a few facts, starting with Dante. Alright, so he's got Rebellion, his sword, which can only exist in Limbo, or whenever the planes crash together, it exists in the real world because he's partly in Limbo. Which can only exist in Limbo. So he's got this sword, he's got all these abilities and stuff, all these powers, all these attacks that he can learn. And he's got Ebony and Ivory, these dual pistols, which for some odd reason got transported into Limbo with him. And they are ultimate demon killing weapons because everyone knows if you're in midair and you fire a gun, you hover there. Alright, but okay, so he's got all these, and I wrote these down again, but also he's got demonic regeneration, so while he's in battle, he's regenerating health back and stuff, which is creepy as shit sometimes. And then he can sometimes find health orbs after killing people, which give him more health back. He's got the Devil Trigger, which is like this overdrive rage mode sort of thing going on. He's got Angel Boost, where he can like dash across the screen and shit. Plus, he's got all these inherited weapons that he got, like Arbiter, which is a giant demonic axe, and he also got Osiris, which is an angelic scythe. He also got the Erex, which are these demonic gauntlets. He got the Aguila, which are these like angelic shuriken things. They're more like chakrams now that I think about it, because they come back. He also got a shotgun called Revenant, which I never used Revenant. I would have tossed it into the hole, but it's kind of worthless. But then he also got this one gun, which is even more worthless, called Kablooey. Yeah, he had all these weapons that he inherited, and he also had the Angel and the Demon Whips, where he could move stuff in Limbo, like he could pull himself to things, or he could pull things to him, and it also worked on enemies, which was kind of cool. Yeah, but and he's a Nephilim, which is the perfect combination of a demon and an angel, in the beginning there were three races. There were demons, angels, and Nephilims, and then the demons killed all the Nephilims, because they were feared, because a Nephilim's the only creature that can kill a Demon King. I mean, come on, you've played DMC, you must know all this shit. And of course, if you haven't played DMC, you need to get on that shit, and you need to play it. Like, now. Like, stop watching this video right now, go find DMC and go play it. Like, right now. Like, I'll wait. I'll be here. Did you play it? Okay, good. Yeah, now you know what a Nephilim is. Yeah, so, that's pretty much everything Dante has. Now we're moving on to the other side of the spectrum, Venom. Venom is a symbiote, and at first he was attached to Peter Parker, Spider-Man. So he gained all of Spider-Man's abilities and memories. And then he was attached to Eddie Brock. Well, he was with Eddie Brock for quite a long time. Then Eddie Brock got rid of it, and he was on Nobody. And then, well, he was on Flash Thompson for a little bit. Then Flash got rid of him. Flash went to war, lost his legs, and now he's back on Flash. Yep, the Agent Venom story, which is a really good story. By the way, if you don't read those comics, you need to get on that, read some Venom. The Agent Venom story arc, it's really good. I like it so far. But yeah, so he's got all these abilities. He's got all of Spider-Man's abilities times like 10, because Spider-Man, he's got the proportionate strength of a spider. So he can lift like things like 10 times his body weight. Well, Venom can do that too, only Venom weighs about 258 pounds. Well, Venom can lift things about 15 times his body weight. 258 times 15, that's a lot of math. I'm not going to do that, but it's a pretty large number. Yeah, so, by the way, if anyone does know that math, go ahead and leave it in the comment section below, because I would like to know, because I'm too lazy to go whip out my phone and do that on my calculator. Don't judge me. But, yeah, he's got that going for him. So he's got the proportionate strength of over a spider. He's like a proportionate strength of a spider and a half. But yeah, so that plus he regens, and he regens a lot faster than Dante does. And if he ever gets into a sticky situation, he can consume human life force. Yeah, he can just feed on some random passerby, gain almost all of his life back, spit the human out, and the human would still be alive in a lot of pain, but alive. And then he can continue whooping the shit out of Dante. Yeah, his regen factor is insane. I mean, the symbiote douchebag beat the shit out of Wolverine. Yeah, he actually broke some of Wolverine's adamantium bones, which was hilarious. But okay, all of that, and he's got this rage factor that turns him into like this animal. Like anything Venom does, he's fueled by rage. And that's only if Venom takes control. See, if the person inside the symbiote's in control, he has all these abilities, but he controls what you do. And sometimes Venom is a whole other person. It's a symbiote, a parasite, a virus. It has a brain. And if it gets in control, well, it has this hunger factor where it just feeds on everything, turning into like a predator. It'll hunt things down and brutally murder them. Yeah, that's why Venom's one of my favorite characters ever, because Venom's just brutal. Hardcore and brutal. And he's also got these tentacles. They're like he uses them like Spider-Man's webs, but he just like whips out these tentacles, and he can use them in combat to like whip them around and like beat people to death with these giant tentacle tendrils. Is bam! And it's like brutal murder. And at one point in one of the games he was in, he like had a tentacle wrapped around someone's neck, and he just did this and broke the thug's neck, and it was like, oh my god, Venom don't give two shits. And in that game, I believe it was the Eddie Brock Venom. Yeah, it was Eddie Brock because Eddie was trying to kill Spider-Man. He also has these claws, which can tear through just about any material except adamantium. And in the exact same game I was talking about earlier, I think it's Ultimate Spider-Man for the Xbox and the PS2, I think. But yeah, Ultimate Spider-Man, yeah, he's got these claws where you fight Wolverine, but your claws don't tear through his adamantium. You can tear through just about anything else with them, but adamantium's like, and you're like, motherfucker, and you like tentacle the shit out of him, because anytime you get close to Wolverine, he starts clawing you to death. And you can't feed on Wolverine because he just stabs you in the stomach. And then another thing about Venom is he has this super jump ability, like where Spider-Man gets like a double jump kind of thing. Venom just like launches himself like super high into the air. He of course has a normal jump, but then if you hit RT, he like launches himself like higher than a building. Yeah, it's crazy. And then of course he can throw objects way bigger than him. Like at one point he launches a giant truck. I'll be right back. Shut up. Sorry, my alarm was going off. But he launches a giant truck at one point in the game. So he can throw things that like aren't even proportionately should be thrown by him. But he can do it. Because that rage factor fuels him to do it. So like Venom, yeah, those are all the facts about Venom. So I want your guys' opinion. Who would win? Dante, with all of his weapons and abilities and regens and jumping and whips? Whips? He sounds like those douchebags from Castlevania. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. But yeah, all those weapons. Or Venom, who's just naturally a murderer because he has a parasite symbiote motherfucking thing inside him. And he just brutally tear things apart with his body and launch a truck at you. So who would win? Dante or Venom? I need your opinion. I need your guys' help. This is all for me. I need your help. Leave down there in the comments. Leave in the comments, Venom or Dante. And I'll tally them up eventually and I'll give you a winner. Dante or Venom. I may or may not do more videos about this, depending on the views and the likes. Leave a description below. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. I am Dat Hippie, and I think I'm going to be signing off right about now.